Overview of Malaysian market. First, securities. Second, the Malaysian stock market. Third, participants and intermediaries in the Malaysian stock. What are securities? Within the context of financial market, securities is a general term used and applied to instruments such as stock, share, debenture, notes, bills, bonds, etc. Securities are typically the documents that are evidence of ownership or debt. A shareholding is evidence of ownership, whereas a debenture or bond is evidence of debt. Securities are exchangeable or sellable in the marketplace. Securities is the term used to describe any interest-bearing or dividend-paying paper traded in financial market. The Capital Market and Services Act 2007 defines securities as debenture, stock or bond issued or proposed to be issued by any government. Share in or debenture of a body corporate or an incorporate body. Securities also defined as unit trust or prescribed investment and includes any right, option, or interest in respect thereof. What is a stock exchange? A stock exchange is an organization which provides the marketplace or facility for the buying and selling of securities under strict rule, regulation, and guidelines. Finance and investing. A stock exchange must develop to meet two basics and complementary needs. A business need for raising funds, and an individuals or company desire to invest savings efficiently. The primary market allows a company or other type of entities to raise initial capital. This is usually done by a company issuing a prospectus through an underwriting stockbroking company. The purchaser of the share becomes the initial owner. They can remain shareholder of that company or sell their share on the secondary market. The secondary market is the central marketplace provided by the stock exchange where people can buy and sell securities that have been previously issued to the market. It is an auction system and the price of the share is determined by supply and demand. Duties of a stock exchange. In Malaysia, the duties of a stock exchange are set out in Section 11 of the CMSA and include the following. To ensure, so far as may be reasonable, practicable, and orderly and fair market in the securities that are traded through its facilities. In performing the above duty, the stock exchange shall act in the public interest having particular regard to the need for the protection of investors. Ensure that where any interests that are required to be served under any law relating to corporation conflict with the interests of the public, the latter shall prevail. To take appropriate action as may be provided for under its rule for the purpose of monitoring or securing compliance with such rules. To at all times have sufficient financial, human, and other resources to ensure the provision of an orderly and fair market in relation to securities or future contracts that are traded through its facilities. Educate and properly equip premises for the conduct of its business. Competent personnel for the conduct of its business. Automate system with adequate capacity, security, arrangement facilities to meet emergencies. The stock market is the central marketplace for the raising of equity funds by corporation and government. It provides a marketplace where company and government securities may be bought and sold. It brings together enterprises which intend to raise money through the issue of new securities to individuals or organizations that seek to invest their savings or surplus funds. In doing so, the stock market offers investors liquidity, the ability to convert their investment into cash at short notice, thereby encouraging the flow of savings into productive venture.
So now, let's take a look on the use of the stock market indices. In general, indices for a stock exchange are calculations made on an index number basis to indicate the movements in general level of prices of securities listed on the stock exchange. Indices are used as indicators of the performance of the stock market as a whole. stock market index can be based on all the stocks listed on the stock exchange or only a sample of stocks. Some indices are calculated on a simple average closing price basis, while others are counted using a weighted average. So there are a total of 5 tradable indices and 6 benchmark indices on FTSE Bursa Malaysia index list. The tradable indices including FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI Index, FTSE Bursa Malaysia B70 Index, FTSE Bursa Malaysia Top 100 Index, FTSE Bursa Malaysia Hijrah Syariah Index, FTSE Bursa Malaysia Asian Palm Oil Plantation Index, and the benchmark indices including FTSE Bursa Malaysia Emas Index, FTSE Bursa Malaysia Small Cap Index, FTSE Bursa Malaysia Philippine Index, FTSE Bursa Malaysia Emas Syariah Index, FTSE Bursa Malaysia S Index, and FTSE Bursa Malaysia Palm Oil Plantation Index.
Islamic Capital Market. Islamic Capital Market is represented by both equity and bond market. Fundamental Islamic Capital Market criterion is that financial transaction must conform to Sharia principle. Prohibited conduct under Sharia is riba and gharar. Riba means an increase or addition, and gharar means deception or ambiguity.
When the participant and intermediaries in the Malaysia. There is a diverse range of investors, investment strategy, and products in the stock market. The types of users of the stock market can be categorized into two groups: institutional investors and retail investors. Okay, what is institutional investors? The institutional investors are represented by a variety of institutions that include pension funds, life and general insurance funds, unit trust funds, corporate investors, and international investors. Next, retail investors. Retail investors in the Malaysian stock market include short-term and long-term. Some retail investors in the Malaysian stock market are speculators. Others are more conservative and tend to deal only in the blue chip stock. Some retail investors who have a high net worth may have professional fund managers who manage their portfolio in accordance with their specific investment requirement. Other investors who have a portfolio of investment that they manage personally, it may include a spread of investment across equity, property, fixed interest, and cash investment vehicles. Okay, next, intermediaries. Participating organization or dealer, as they are commonly known, play a critical role in the securities industry as the link between the clean and the stock market.